Good morning and welcome to my topic. Let me please. It's AI in game art, Boon or Bane. Actually, we can decide it is going to be Boon or Bane for us. Just end of the presentation, and obviously with you guys. So thank you, Mayang, for the introduction. So basically, I can skip that part, or if you want to repeat, I can do that. So I am Shaibal Dutta, an art director at Lakshya Digital. Uh, Unfortunately, I did my master's in computer application and forget the path, become an artist. So it's been 16 years I am working as a professional game artist, and as Mayank already mentioned that I am a programmer, so I love to create various script and production tools for our artists to make their work life little bit easier. So here is some game titles that I have been fortunate enough to work on. So let's jump into our topic AI in game art, Boon or Ben. So to start with, I would like to explain something about what is AI, how AI can help us with our game art creation process. Is AI going to take over artist role, which is a risky thought nowadays? I'll show you some few example from available AI tools in the market, and finally some experts' thought or opinions. So let's start with what is AI. So I hope everybody know this. What is AI? If not, then please don't break my heart. AI just a combination of two words: artificial intelligence. We know the artificial's meaning, but what is intelligence? We human beings are intelligent just because of we can learn, we can think, we are able to reasoning, we are able to making decisions, identify the problem, solution for that, and obviously what I am doing now, interact. So if a system or a computer or a software is capable to do a particular job or particular task which actually needs this type of intellect or intelligence, we can call it AI enabled systems or software. So I hope mostly all artists here, so I will not say any theoretical, critical definition for AI. I'll I'll try to explain it very easily for everyone. So for AI, learning is a crucial part. If it is not able to learn, it's not able. We cannot able to say it is AI software. We can say it is normal software. It should be able to learn and react upon the new situation on that learning, from that learning. So what is learning then? Learning actually, I believe there is two type of learning. One is pure self learning, there is no training, and another one is first we get some training, then self learning. To illustrate or to explain this more, if I take some more step forward from here, I will fall. I know this because my brain and muscles are trained for that. But think about a kid who is 6 months old. Does he know that? Or does his parents train this? Any parents trained his kids that do not roll more than 2.5 times, so you will get fall from the bed? No, never. It's a self learning. With age, our kids learn it by self. It's himself. So it's pure self learning. No training is involved there. Another one, another one example I can put is get back to our childhood when our parents taught how to cross the road for the first time. Basic couple of instruction we get from them. Just look to left or right side of the road. Is there is no vehicle, you are safe to cross the road. Second one, mostly do not run while crossing the road. These two instruction. After that, for few days, we start crossing the road with our parents. We observe them and find out some more points, like we can cross the road if there is any vehicle. Just depend on its speed, its direction. If we are safe to cross the road before it reaches us, that's it. The new learning is starting there from there. After that, what we do? We grown up, we got more experiences, our memory gets more points for that. And nowadays, we are mature enough and we can use our God gifted hand to stop the car. So, this is an example for training, then self learning. AI does the same thing, exactly the same thing AI does. After building AI system or software, we feed data to work with an initial logic or algorithm, set the initial logical algorithm to move and work. So I hope it is clear now what is AI actually. And for this topic, I would like to discuss in some basic terms AI components. AI basically has two main components. One is machine learning, second one is neural network. There is another one, deep learning, which is actually subset of machine learning. So from this name, we can actually understand what it is. Machine learning. If we just add a pause, machine learning, then we can find out the meaning. Machine can learn by experience in this case. All learnings is from its data and from the experience. No explicit programming is needed for machine learning. It can do its job with very, very little amount of programming. So, crucial part is this, it needs enough and enough data and its experience. Machine learning works on statistics and probability. Thus, the accuracy of machine learning, not 100%, maybe 80%, 85%. For real world example, I can give you the image recognition, what we do in Facebook, tagging face and name. And if I go further in advance, then level in an X-ray, is it cancerous or not? Deep learning is a little bit combination of, you can say, our human brain, that's the work. It's a little combination of our neural network and the machine learning. And it's basically using some crucial words like voice assistance or real world time image recognitions, critical image recognitions. And it's able to handle vast amount of data in a very short time. You are asking, talking about mid-journey. So mid-journey, stable diffusion are based on the deep learning theory. For machine learning, I can put an example actually, how data and experience work. How many of us here can chop vegetables like a professional? Very fast, precisely, and nicely, and very fast. How many of us can do that? Oh, there is 1, 2, 3, 4 hands there. Okay. So do you guys think what you are doing when you are chopping the vegetables, especially onion? You are able to do that, close your eyes, right? So what is brain doing that time? That's the main point. Just note down it. Repeating task, repeated task. So actually, our first when we start learning this chopping, in this case chopping vegetables, first we were conscious about that, our mind working on that. But after that, when we get experience, then brain comes here, and this is called muscle memory. We have two memories here, left and right. One is responsible for creative tasks, and another one for calculation, mathematical jobs. It's another chapter. It's a big chapter. Let's forget about that. So main thing is one brain is there, another brain is in our muscles. Just like while driving a car, we do not think that we need to brake or accelerate our car. We can talk to our peers, we can listen in song while driving the car, and our body works automatically. This is muscle memory. Machine learning and deep learning exactly the same. You can differentiate that if there's if you, some word that need your memories, then it will be deep learning, and which is not less using of your memory, then you can call it pure machine learning. Last one is neural network, just as it is our brain neuron system. And it's worked on mathematical calculations, mathematical functions. So the accuracy level is very high there. And obviously, mathematical functions means 0 and 1 result, binary. So it will give you either yes or no. So for that, driverless car like Tesla or recent ADAS system in the car, signature verification, and stock market prediction. Investment are subject to market risk, right? But it is very, very, very low risk at this moment. We can use MLP AI, which is multi-layer perceptron. This AI tool helps to predict the market situations. It's very smart. Okay, that's about some components. Let's move to, sorry, I forgot to say something. It's just work like human brain. We take inputs, then there is a hidden layer like our brain. It's not visible, and it's giving us the output. Same as human brain structure. Now let's move to types of AI. There is mainly two types. One is narrow AI, and second, I think this is disturbing you guys. Second one is general AI. So let me talk about something general AI first. General AI is a version that can perform any intellectual task, any, just like human do. It can think, it can learn, it can react, it will solve any kind of problem. Is it possible? For that reason, it is still under research. Yes, it exists. Can you guys tell me why it exists? Science fiction movie, Hollywood, Bollywood. So, last one is narrow AI, which is actually all around us now, and it is designed to do a particular job very well. And simple example I can give you, Alexa, how is the weather today? It will give you the report. And if it's not going to give you the reports from its stock, it will search the net, it will search the current situations, then it will give you the result. So that's all few drops from ocean of AI. Let's move to AI in game art creation process. AI is everywhere actually. So smart assistants, social media monitoring, self-driving car, healthcare, marketing. Finally, our topic, game art. So AI actually the it is integral part of game development from the very beginning. From the very beginning, actually, from the computer games from that time, like playing chess or poker, or AI enemy systems for game engines. But for our art, game art creations, it is now here. It's obviously is in at early stage, but the result are really promising and very efficient. So someone put it very nicely. A new cowboy is in our town. If I say any concept artist to make a concept for this and to finalize the color, how much time it going to take? Roughly, for initial sketches or something, couple of hours, and after that for coloring, next couple of hours. But believe me, it will take me couple of minutes only through AI. So this is the first photo that I am showing generated from AI. It is true for the animation domain also. By automating the animation process, obviously the games are now very lifelike, efficient, and cost effective. Cost saving actually. Frame by frame animations, motion capture cleanup is now everything can done through AI, and it is really possible. Uh, for this, Electronic Arts and British Columbia University, they build a team and just to animate a humanoid character automatically, they use machine learning technique, which is called reinforcement learning. So they become very much successful for that, and it speed up the development process, save a lot of repeated and laborious tasks, repeating tasks, right? So main thing AI is going to do is will eliminate the repeated task from everyone. AI tools. Now there are a lot of tools actually, lot of tools, AI tools available in the market at this moment, and some of them are free, open source, some of them are subscription based, and each tool has its own algorithm and uh, process to do the job. We can we can categorize these like simple text to image generation, mid journey of stable diffusion, like that, enhancing image quality, create textures and materials, PBR materials and textures, convert HDR to HDR. Converting SDR to HDR content, that Microsoft recently has done this for their Xbox system, and they are able to convert huge amount of SDR, the standard dynamic range content, to high dynamic range content, that is HDR, and that was very efficient. So text to image creation tools, AI tools, obviously. That I already said, there are a lot of tools in the market now, but these three tools are working very well actually. Dell E, Mid Journey, Stable Diffusions, and all the text to image generation tools was like a simple way. The simple text need to be there as in input. Sometimes you can input images for the reference, and it will give you the output, like crossing road with further digital art. Just from this I able to get this output. So most of the tools are work almost in the same way, like you need to put your text, what is your imagination, what you want. It will give you multiple references or multiple output, mostly 4 or 5. You can choose one of them, or you can further generate further versions to choosing any of them. It will create another versions from there. Until you are not happy, you are not satisfied, you can generate. So one thing that you can actually when you are creating versions, you can actually add more objects there. You can see the left side image. There is something like moon. So you can add this with extra comments or giving some moon references there. Delhi 2. It's entered in the industry in last year January 2021, and the latest version is Delhi 2, which is introduced in January 2022. It's able to edit, retouch, and create images from basic text, simple text. That I already show some example from basic text to image. Here is the first one is an example for retouching or replacing object. You can just create a simple mask and a comment, cute cat. The dog has been replaced with a cat. And the bottom one is a single image input, and it created the different camera angle versions. And just with a few clicks only. Mid Journey, I think your favorite tool. So Mid Journey is actually independent research lab, and they are using deep learning, that's machine learning technology, and it's just 4 months old. Just 4 months old, and results are really amazing. It's not free. You can try it for free for at the beginning. I think 10 to 12 images are free. After that, you need to take subscription. But it is still in beta phase, open beta, and worked on Discord uh, platform. So here is some images that I have created. I would like to show you the comments. Beautiful Indian woman, digital art, ornaments, sunset, time background. Output is the first one. Second one is Taj Mahal, water effect, winged angel, lion girl, angry face, sharp eye. Obviously, it is not the first version output. I have to choose out one of them and get the next versions. It is took me to 5 to 6 round actually. So this is the mid journey power actually. So to answer your question actually, so for concept artists, all the text to image generation tools are actually really good base. It will going to increase our creativity. Really going to increase our creativity. In a very short time, you can generate multiple versions for your artwork, for your imaginations. And Mid Journey, happy to say that here imagination is the only limit. Nothing more than that. Stable diffusion, the third one. My favorite tool actually, personally. And it's based on deep learning. And it's actually one step ahead from other tools. It can take just line drawing. The first example, I just put a line drawing of an X and a simple text concept is there. It's good for props concept also. You can generate the props concept, create your own concept, and then move for 3D asset creations. Below one is to other artists example. And as I said, it is one step ahead from other tools because it is now available as a sub tool in Blender, render, AI render. So in Blender, you can simply create a base geometry, put your text, flower on the table. You can choose the art style. You can choose the artist, renowned artist name. You can put the link of anyone's artwork, it will generate a render for you. Obviously, it's not giving us the 3D mesh. It's only give us the image output like that. And some examples are below. So let's talk about some other software uh, instead of image to text to image generations. There are some more tools like Unity Art Engine, Substance Sampler, Substance Alchemist. These three tools are more or less doing the same thing, basically for bitmap image to PVR texture creation. And it can do some other works like create tileable textures, upscaling the textures from a smaller size to bigger size with precise detail, remove unnecessary objects and lights, and that I said from bitmap, just from a bitmap image to P- PVR textures. So these tools are very powerful for do this job, and you do not need to go for any texture subscription. I think you can just click with your mobile or your camera. You can create the PVR texture like this. NVIDIA Gogan, currently available as name as NVIDIA Canvas for desktop. My kids' favorite tool actually, and not for the kids. It's for our professional also, and it is highly trained on real images. It know the situation, it know the environment, what to do. It's just from a line drawing. Just from a line drawing, you can create the realistic, photorealistic environment. And as I said, it's a highly trained. So if you choose a snow ground covered with snow, it will automatically change the color of sky and the surroundings. My daughter said, I am not gonna using Microsoft Paint. I will use that. So actually, this video says everything. NVIDIA has another tool, Omniverse Audio to Face. This is for rigger and animator, most powerful tool these days. It can just take your real voice through microphone, or you can put recorded audio input. It will generate the facial animation for that, and it is able to if you guys can see that it is able to swap the face instantly. It support metahuman in UV4, and most importantly, it can generate emotions automatically just from the voice modulation. Just from the voice modulation. If you are angry, if your voice is angriness voice, then it will react like this way. Because the facial expression will be like that. Here are some examples that has been created from mid-journey or stable diffusion, and it's a very talented concept artist, Jacek Pulaski. I will show some more work from him. He just used mid-journey for some images, stable diffusions, and use AI filter in Photoshop available now these days. It's called neural filter. And finally, obviously, he is an artist, so final hands-on and painting task is there. AI is going to give us the result, but final output you have to decide. You have to paint around it. Some more examples. Some environment concepts. Isn't it mind blowing? So, what is in your mind now? How do you feel? Like this one? or like this one. So for both the case, it actually raises a question: AI versus creativity. So main question is there: AI versus creativity. Does AI going to be creative? So then we need to know what artists do. Artists create art from his creativity and from emotion. But why? What about AI? How AI does this? AI create images from his database, from his algorithm, and emotion, which is speed, means speed, faster. It's not creative. It's working on some simply from algorithm and from his database. Here are some major differences. AI is just a tool, not an entity. Our artist expresses ideas and feelings into physical art. AI can reproduce an artist's style very quickly. Human can not able to do that. That's we do not have that smart, much of speed processing power, but AI does this. But obviously, again, it is not creative. AI will remain a tool for us forever, I believe, until the general UI or super UI is not going to in the place in the market. So there is some comments from experts. Tatiana Mejia, she is a Adobe AI platform manager. She just mentioned that the best AI feature can assist artists and cut out repetitive tasks. Again, boss, repetitive tasks. And AI cannot replace the creative spark. Similarly, as per Verge report, it says something like that: AI is not going to replace artists, not going to replace artists. Actually, it is going to help us to be more creative, save our time, do more work, do more creative job. Next, another question is there: will AI disrupt artist work or art industry? Yes, someone believe that. Just because of AI can created art very easily, very fast. Take over the command on repeated and laborious tasks. However, some people also believe, and I strongly believe, that AI is just one more tool for us. It is actually helping artists rather than taking job away from them. This is the perfect tool to expand our horizon, to increase our creativity. Obviously, there's some a few terms is coming again and again. Increase our creativity, eliminate the repeated tasks, repeated jobs, or laborious jobs, and actually that's going to happen. But it's true that it's going to eliminate some low end and low creativity job from the market, but obviously it will open more door for us. Now some experts comment. Just a couple of months back, XDS was hosted on Vancouver, and there was some few six industry expert was there just to talk about something like this: the future of art and AI in game production. After the discussion, they had a voting system, and the result was very amazing. AI will be used as a part of the art pipeline in more than 50% of development studio in 3 years. 6 out of 6 vote for yes. AI generated art is already useful right now for concept art. Actually, I want to say the base concept, not the final concept. Again, 6 out of 6 vote is was for yes. In AI game production will be a tool. AI in game production will be a tool like other tools, not replacing the specific role entirely. Again, the 6 out of 6 vote for yes. Only for the copyrighted matter, there is one vote for no. So finally, to summarize this topic, I would like to say AI art has already reached the point that it can surprise us. AI can do the thing faster than human, obviously, but it is not creative at all till the super AI or general AI is there. AI is not going to take our job anywhere. So, to summarize this, AI is boon for us, right? Not Bane. What do you think? So please be louder. Say Boon. Oh, this is another learning. You can say forced learning. I force you to tell this. So, guys, finally, I want to say that technology will update it every day. So we need to keep ourselves updated with our related domains. If you are a modeler, if you are a texture artist, just keep yourself updated with related tools, related technologies. So as Darwin said, survival of the fittest, and we have a very good Hindi version for this. That is my final image for my presentation. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. Any question, please?
Woohoo! What an insightful one, Shaibal. How did you like the session, guys? Let's give a shout out. All right, we'll open the floor for any question and answer.
So, the way you explained that AI will change the pipeline, so in future, all the studios will adapt the AI like all these platforms. So, do you believe that the pipeline timing, the whole production time, it will be reduced?
That's the main thing, boss.
Yeah, so it leads to second question. If the whole pipeline timeline will be reduced, will the content will be more generalized all over the platform, or there will be a thing of what you say uniqueness which takes time to develop in the platform for content?
It will remain unique. In game
Like,
productions, it will remain unique.
yeah, I know, but the thing is, for be it unique, you need a certain time to develop a more of experimented style and hidden trial method, which I don't think AI will be able to do in the next couple of years at least.
Right,
So
exactly.
if studios adapt this AI pipeline, all those content will be more of a like a, how do you say, a Bollywood movie concept where all those films exist in a fill in the blanks section. So is it good for industry and as a players and a audience?
It's actually in the entry stage now, right?
Yeah, but if everyone rushes in the this AI thing, so everybody will create content like 15 days, 10 days, and content is ready. Games, they will make games in a month. But all those games will look somewhat similar, just like AI art. All the AI art looks somewhat similar. It's unique, creative, visually appealing, but there's a similarity in everything.
It's depend on us
So I
actually.
will say one statement it is a boon for artists, but it is a bane for audience and players.
So, was that a question or a statement?
Statement. That's a
Thank you.
question of a like statement. Like, how do you counter that?
Well, as I said before, that artists need to do the final thing.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It will give you the results.
Yeah.
It's your choice what part you are going to take from that.
But as a players and as an audience, is it justified?
It's obviously
I guess
depends
that's
on us,
I guess
the creator.
that's not really a very
How
technical
will
question. You know, it depends upon the emotion and your approach
No,
towards the
no,
thing.
not the approach. Like just in terms of the other side of the
No, I'm
industry.
trying to interject because I want
Yeah,
to
yeah,
give
sure,
opportunity
sure.
to others also to question. I'm sorry. But yeah, we can definitely pick this up offline. Please.
First of all, thanks for a very informative presentation.
Thank you.
The question I had was all these tools, they are using some data that has been fed by the companies that are developing these tools. So my question is about say niche content. If you require art to represent something niche or abstract, do we have any information about how they are going to tackle it? Because I think right now the text prompts that are being used are very generic or say commonly used, say background of a forest or whatever. It could be things that artists, when they have envisaged, they would have thought of certain text elements. So how do you see it will progress, as in they will have to constantly feed data, and if they want their tools to be available for long term use and not just as proof of concept or just for a demo purpose, how do you envisage they will move forward?
Looks, data is increasing day by day, and all the companies that those who are creating these AI tools, they have their own database. Some are connected with the Google's or the internet database. When you are when you will actually take their subscription for some tools, they will provide you the image, and if they provide some image to you, they are not going to use those images for other creators. And obviously, it is AI, so you are not gonna get the same result every time. If you put suppose wind angel, write this text in your ear tools, you will get different result every time. You're not going to get the same results, so it's not going to be
Just
copyright
one
violation.
follow up question. There is something called text to video also. What are your thoughts on the same? And do you think it will be really, as in, can we use it as a finished product, or it is
Text
just
to video.
experimental? Yeah.
Text to video is in very initial stage that I have just seen. So for that reason, I didn't include that in my presentation. It's a very initial stage and not up to the mark at all.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, please.
Hi, very informative. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
The data that you have shown, the images that you have shown, I can clearly imagine the potential that at one point we can simply input a book, let's say A Lord of the Rings, and in a few minutes the whole movie plays out in front of us in a stylized style as well, not even photorealistic. So, would you suggest that in the future our jobs as an artist would just be to input a stylization into a process? Suppose we just direct that this character should look like this and the background should have this kind of stylization. That is it. And the AI will do everything for us. Is that all we are going to be doing?
Maybe for future, but for current situation, it will help you to think more. If you help you to create your own character or environment, and just to say that actually you are getting different versions of images, right? You can set your target, you can think more from that images, create your own or finalize your own concepts for character or for environments. And in future, as yes, it's
How far do you think that future is? A decade? 2
uh,
decades?
it's minimum 5 years, I believe. And
Wow.
to be for AGI, it's really on its dream. It's not in reality now. So after AGI is there, general UI or super UI, then we have to worry about, I think.
Thank you.